Welcome to this episode of CynSpeaks. I am Cynamon Voe, your host, and today we are going to talk about the fact that you are being watched. As hard as that may be to accept, you are being watched. Now, it sounds a little bit creepy, but it's not. It's just that your life is being observed by people, and people are paying attention to what you're doing, so there's some pressure there. And if you are in a space of leadership, you understand that. Even though there's pressure to accept the fact that other people are watching you, you can actually take that as an opportunity to use your life and your experiences to lead others and to teach others. And when you are the most authentic and honest and genuine and real version of yourself, you are not only showing people what that looks like, but you're also encouraging and inspiring others to be the most authentic version of themselves. So your life is leading others, whether you like it or not. What you are being called to do is to lead others by example. And the wisdom that you've earned through your life experiences can be shared to really teach and grow the people that are around you, even if they are not younger. When we think of people are watching your behaviors, right? We think of that concept. We think of younger children or people that we may mentor, but people of all ages can learn from you. You can teach others through your experiences as well as through your practices and your habits. You can teach others how to love through showing love. You can teach others how to grow by growing yourself. You can teach others to be accepting by loving and accepting without judgment. And I've seen it and I've done it, and I can't tell you how many times I've taught people and I've led people that were older than me just because my approach was different, and my approach created an opportunity for them to grow themselves. So age has nothing to do with it. It's not about being superior to somebody else, because we can all grow. I learned so much from my kids because they have such a fresh perspective on life, and I strongly believe they are still so connected to source that they inspire me and grow me a lot just by sharing their perspectives, and they're my children. So as I'm trying to grow them and teach them and guide them, they actually teach me. So we work together on that. Just think about that as you go through your daily walk, because everything that you do can be used to help somebody, or it could hurt somebody. And when you are adventuring through life, you have an opportunity to be brave and be bold and do things that may scare you. Those experiences, especially the ones that come from a space of extreme apprehension, are probably your most memorable, but also those experiences can help others significantly. When you go through a heartbreak or some type of heartache or hurt, and you grow through that and you heal from those scars, you are teaching other people that it is possible to heal. They could potentially initiate their healing process simply because you have shown them that it is possible to go through it and actually come out okay on the other side. You have to share these stories. Obviously, you share what you're comfortable with, but it's a beautiful thing when you are courageous enough to share what you've been through to help somebody else who may be going through the same thing. And when you're doing that from love, you get to become somebody that somebody else admires, but also you learn a lot. You'll have more to offer when you are being genuine. And if you are a leader and a person, or if you are a leader or a person in a space of leadership, you will have the ability to relate to those people that follow you. If you are generally a passive person, this may be a message for you to initiate a focus on leadership. And this might be a little push for you. This could serve as that for you. Maybe you need to start voicing what needs to be said instead of just being passive and going with the flow. And that doesn't mean you have to be confrontational or you have to be negative in your approach. But make sure that you are speaking up when it's beneficial or when you see that it's beneficial. Notice what you like and what you appreciate about other people. Make sure you voice that. So often we get caught up in complaining that we miss the opportunities to also give praise. Make sure you're speaking up with that. Don't be passive and assume that somebody else is going to fix the problems that you see. If you notice a problem, think about a potential solution and present that. Whether you're in the workplace or in a relationship or in a friendship, suggest it. That doesn't mean that everybody's going to agree with you. That doesn't mean they're going to hear you out. But if you don't say anything, you don't know. Your suggestion could help the relationship or the workplace, but it could also help you grow just by sharing that perspective. And maybe it'll open a dialogue to where you end up learning something. There's endless opportunities to grow. You should take initiative and create a plan that allows you to grow. You can be bold and take ownership of a scenario, of your life, of a relationship. Take ownership of that. Do the work that you see you can do within yourself, and then you are more capable to speak from a space of love with regards to how you see the other person or the other parties involved can also improve. You'll start to see results. You'll start to see growth. You'll start to see change. You'll start to see things falling, people falling off, relationships falling off, people removing themselves. That happens when you grow significantly, when you are doing major growth work, and that work starts to show through your interactions with other people and energetically. People may not be able to handle that. They may not enjoy that, and they may remove themselves. And that's okay. That's all part of the process. But a lot of the times those people come back when they get to a similar vibration. And they want to be your friend again. And so nothing is permanent. Everything is always in flow. So just be mindful of that and be accepting of the fact that as one thing it may be growing, another thing may be dying. So you might be stepping into a new phase of your life, which may require you to release other things that don't necessarily align with that next step. So when you're paying attention to these growth steps and you're stepping up this ladder and you are growing with each step and you are becoming a better version of yourself, be patient with yourself in the process. Be compassionate with yourself because it's not the most comfortable thing. But also remember that through that, other people are watching you. And through your process and your expansion and your growth, other individuals are watching you and paying attention to what you're doing. And you could be an inspiration to them. So your journey isn't just about you. Your journey is about other people as well. Keep that in mind and let me know how that works for you. Let me know if implementing that is helpful for you throughout your week, throughout your day. As always, I thank you so much for joining and giving me time out of your busy day. I appreciate it so much. I'm so thankful that you all are a part of my tribe. I appreciate every listen. Regardless of subscriptions and whatever, I appreciate every person that listens, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, because you're giving me purpose and you're helping me to grow as well, because as I'm researching these topics for you guys, I'm required to do a lot of work within myself to ensure that I am presenting information from the best possible space that I can. And I really take that seriously. So thank you for supporting the platform, because it gives me reason to keep pushing through too. So we're in this together. As always, on Instagram at Cynamon Voe, hashtag CynSpeaks, info in the show notes. If this resonated with you, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, all the things. Let's grow together. Until next time.